waking up in total darkness. Cold metal presses against you. You can't move. You can't breathe. You scream, but no one hears. This is the true story of Sipho William Mdletshe, a man who woke up in a body bag in 1993. It's March 1993 in Sebokeng, near Johannesburg, South Africa. Sipho William Mdletshe, just 24, is driving with his fiancée, dreaming of their future. But in one horrifying moment, their car spins out of control. Metal twists, glass rains. Paramedics arrive, but for Sipho, there's no pulse, no breath. They declare him dead on the spot. His fiancée weeps as his body is covered and taken away, not to a hospital, but to a morgue. Inside a Johannesburg mortuary, Sipho's body is placed in a cold metal box. The air is thin, the darkness suffocating. For 2 days, 48 hours, he lies there, not dead, but lost in a deep coma from the crash. Then his eyes flutter open. He's awake, trapped. The walls close in, a steel tomb meant for the dead. He screams, his voice echoing in a place where no one expects the living. He pounds on the metal, desperate, terrified. Morgue workers freeze, a scream. In a morgue, some think it's a ghost. But one worker braves the darkness, opens the drawer, and finds Sipho pale, trembling, alive. He's rushed to a hospital, a miracle survivor, but the horror isn't over. The world he returns to isn't ready for him. Sipho, weak but alive, runs to his fiancée's home. He wants to hold her to prove he's back, but when she opens the door, her face twists in terror. To her, Sipho isn't her fiancé. He's a zombie, a dead man walking. In South African culture, the dead don't return. She screams, shuts him out, leaving Sipho alone, rejected by the woman he loves. He escaped a physical tomb only to face a living nightmare. How could this happen? In 1993, paramedics relied on basic checks, pulse, breathing. Sipho's injuries hid his faint vital signs, fooling everyone. This isn't just his story. In 2011, Sisicini Maguana woke up in a morgue fridge after an asthma attack. In 2018, a woman survived a morgue in Carltonville. These cases haunt South Africa, where the line between life and death blurs. Catalepsy, a death-like state, can trick even experts. In the 1800s, people feared being buried alive so much they built coffins with bells. Sipho's story asks, how many didn't wake up in time? Another Sipho Mdletshe made headlines in 2018 for a crime. He's not our survivor. You're trapped in a freezing metal box. The air is icy, your body numb. You wake up disoriented and realize you're in a morgue, locked in a fridge, meant for the dead. You scream, but the cold swallows your voice. This isn't fiction. This is the true story of Sisicini Maguana. It's July 2011. In Mangshangaleni, a quiet village in South Africa's Eastern Cape, Sisicini Maguana, a grandfather in his 50s or 60s, is at home with his family. Suddenly he collapses, his breath ragged from what they believe is a severe asthma attack. His eyes close, his body goes still. His family, heartbroken, gathers to mourn. They sing songs of grief, believing he's gone forever. They call Makwolo's funeral services. A local undertaker, the driver arrives, checks for a pulse. Nothing, no heartbeat, no life. Sisicini is zipped into a body bag and taken to a mortuary, destined for a refrigerated drawer. But Sisicini wasn't dead. He was alive, locked in a nightmare no one could imagine, inside a refrigerated morgue drawer set to a bone-chilling 4 degrees Celsius. Sisicini lies in darkness. The cold bites into his skin. For nearly 24 hours he's trapped, his body slowed by the freezing air. Then he wakes, his mind foggy, his body shivering. He realizes where he is, a metal tomb for the dead. He screams, his voice hoarse, echoing in the tight space. He bangs on the walls, each thud a desperate plea for life. Outside, 2 morgue workers are closing up for the night. They freeze. A voice from the fridge, "Let me out, I'm cold," it cries. Terrified, they think it's a ghost. They run, hearts pounding, convinced the morgue is haunted. The morgue owner, Ayanda Makolo, is shaken but calls the police. Together they creep back into the morgue. The voice grows louder, pleading. They open the drawer, and there he is, Sisicini Maguana, alive, shivering, confused. "How did I get here?" he asks, his voice trembling. They wrap him in a blanket, warm him by a stove and call an ambulance. He's rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital, treated for hypothermia and dehydration. Against all odds, he's stable, alive. Back in Mangchuangaleni, Sitacini's family is planning his funeral. They're in a meeting discussing arrangements when the phone rings. The news hits like a thunderbolt. Sitacini is alive. Some laugh with relief, others cry in disbelief. The man they mourned has returned from the dead, but in their village where stories of spirits and ancestors run deep, his return feels unnatural. Was he truly dead? Or did something else, something unexplained, bring him back? How did Sitacini survive? Doctors are baffled. Dr. Chrissy Inacho, who treated him, calls it the strangest case I've ever seen. An asthma attack should have killed him. Heart stopped, lungs failed, yet he woke up stable with no signs of respiratory distress.